And so the second one is from the outside in. And this is a pretty interesting story because earlier this summer, I think it was in May, I attended a service for someone who passed away, a dear friend of mine, and his family donated a teepee to this arboretum. And so they had a little service, and they had a gentleman from the Potawatomi come and speak. And one of the things that I really took away that struck me was he talked about the faceless doll and the story behind it. And so what it was is the creator and the corn had this conversation. The creator asked corn, what can I do for you? What can I do to help you? And corn says, well, we need to let more people know about the goodness of corn. So the creator said, okay, gave corn a body, so now you can go around from tribe to tribe and talk to people about corn and preach its goodness to everybody. So that's what corn did. Corn was going around and playing with the children and letting all the people know about the goodness of corn and what it can do and all the benefits. So the corn was supposed to meet with the creator, but on the way, she happened to look down in a puddle and she realized how beautiful she was. So she stood there and she was just looking at herself. And so she was late with her meeting with the creator. And so the creator was upset about this. He says, hey, this isn't about you. You're supposed to be out there, talking about the corn, the goodness of the corn. And so she said, and the creator says, if this happens again, there will be a great punishment. So corn went back out and was doing her thing. And when she came time around to meet with the creator again, she saw her reflection in the puddle, and she stopped and she was looking at herself. And so this upset the creator greatly, and her punishment was that he took her face away and he shrunk her down. And so that and that's what the Native Americans tell their children the story as they teach them how to make this doll. And I thought that was pretty cool. That kind of stuck with me. So it was around mid-July. I knew I had a bunch of book signings coming up and speaking engagements. And I was at work one day, and one of my teeth in my front bridge broke. A little piece came off. And I started freaking out. I was like, oh, geez, I got all this stuff I got to do, when people are, I got to present myself decent for pictures. And so I made a dentist appointment right away, try and, fix this situation. So I get to the dentist, and I'm sitting in the chair, and he said, well, I'm going to take my drill, and I'm going to, shave off the sharp edges so, everything's okay. And I said, well, do you think you can shave off the other tooth and kind of make it even? He said, well, I could do that, but if we do, it might jeopardize, the integrity of the whole bridge, and then you might have more issues later, until you get this thing fixed. And it was at that moment, sitting in the chair, that I realized, it's like, okay, one, I'm going down a rabbit hole that I really don't think I want to go down. And then, two, guess what image popped in my head when I was sitting in that chair? Oops. No, not Google Maps. Face of stop popped in my head. And it was like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. It's not, leadership is not about vanity. It's about serving people. And so that kind of shows you how, civility, comes from the inside out and the outside in. And that's the beauty of servant leadership.